Doctors working to save lives, a familiar sight in hospitals around the world. But here in Nigeria, a serious challenge is making the job more difficult. Dr. Nnoma Grant is the Chief Operating Officer at Paylon Hospital in Lagos.
Fake drugs are a really big problem in Nigeria. There's a lot of fake drugs, and because these people who manufacture the drugs are so skilled, they're able to make it look authentic. We have people who synthesize, and then you also have the people who are diluting original, real authentic drugs and increasing the number of tablets or capsules that are coming out of one packet. So they're thereby diluting the active ingredients.
The World Health Organization says 1 in 10 medications sold in Africa are fake or substandard, and that roughly 116,000 deaths per year are linked to counterfeit or substandard anti-malaria drugs alone. Here in Nigeria, one major problem is the widespread sale of medicines on the so-called open market, which is unregulated. It's incredibly difficult for consumers to be sure that they're buying safe and affordable medicines when 70% of drugs are imported and at least 17% of those sold are fake.
Sometimes when you get the drugs, they don't work, and other times you see in the media where some drugs are impounded and being destroyed because the authorities feel they didn't come through the right channel, so they're likely not genuine.
There are fake drugs in Nigeria from people that hawk or sell on the street. So I go to a shop, a verified shop, to buy my drugs.
Legitimate pharmacies, like this one, that do sell authentic drugs, often face higher costs doing so.
Now you have pharmacies that are not registered and they're operating in Nigeria. Those pharmacies are run by non-pharmacists, and they have signboards that say this is a pharmacy. And that's an aberration. Such pharmacies should be closed down completely. As it is today, it's just a slap on the wrist for those who fake, because they just walk away, maybe with a 5,000 naira fine.
A new bill is waiting to be signed into law that should improve licensing practices and tidy up the country's chaotic drug distribution chain. Vivian Nwaka set up technology platform Medstaff to address such problems in the supply chain.
One of my friends died from taking a fake malaria pill. And so that really just opened up my eyes to the fact that you can't necessarily trust what your doctor gives you or what you take. When I started the company, every single Nigerian that I met had a story, a aunt or uncle or someone that they knew that is impacted by fake and substandard medication.
The platform serves as a bridge between authentic drug suppliers and end users such as hospitals and pharmacists. Medications are arranged on its e-portal with straightforward pricing, guaranteed availability, and traceable authenticity.
We're going to manufacturers and we are carefully vetting those manufacturers and making sure that they have good quality practices and standards. So we are basically connecting the chain.
Fidson Healthcare makes medications to treat malaria, diabetes, skin disorders and more at its state-of-the-art plant in Ogun State. Around 30% of drugs are manufactured locally. For Nigerian pharmaceutical firms, a more secure distribution network is welcome to support their growing market.
One of the biggest challenges we've had for a couple of years is a very chaotic drug distribution system in Nigeria. But I think a little over 2 years ago, a new policy was put in place called the National Drug Distribution Guidelines. It has streamlined the channels, so we don't have to deal with the open market, build a bridge, as it were, between us and the hospitals, between us and the retailers. Potential is enormous.
Businesses say the best way to beat the problem of counterfeit medication is to support local production, so that the drugs can fly out from factories like this one and into pharmacies and hospitals across Africa.